Hello, 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 everyone. I am so stoked. Another beautiful day. Here it is, the 8th of July, 2023. Here in New Jersey, sunny and beautiful outside. We've had enough rain for a couple countries. Anyway, it's loaded. Okay, that's cool. As you know, it was a crazy, crazy wild week. Things are booming. Ash, was in meetings to discuss the numbers, and the numbers are interesting to everyone. And we know, here's what we do know. I like to talk about what we do know. It doesn't make sense for me to talk about something I don't know. Why? What we do know is ask Mufareh and what his intent is. Mind-blowing. Okay, just remember that. So anything going on, I don't care if it's numbers, I don't care if it's whatever it is, when it has to do with people, founders, resellers, customers, all of us, definitely the founders, because we took the journey, okay? He is going to do for us as much as you legally can. It doesn't matter any more than that. So no matter what we think, we don't think, what we're hoping for, he's going to give us more, guaranteed. I guarantee this. This is me, not Mufareh, not the company. I don't speak for the company, but I have looked at this painting. It's not done, but I've looked at the painting and I'm starting to get a good eye view of how beautiful it really is. And from what I see, knowing this man the way I know him, knowing the people he surrounded himself with, we are sitting pretty, if you know what I mean. And if you feel the heat, it's a good reason why. If you don't feel the heat, you're not in the kitchen, okay? Because we're about to be served an ongoing course meal for years and years to come. And not only are we going to love it, so is everyone else that's going to see it. And let me tell you something that really blows me away. Big time. Okay, let me go to the chat part of it because I can't see. What blows me away really, really to the roof is all the years, and I'm telling you, full time. I'm not talking about I did this part time, I did a few hours here, a few hours there. Hours and hours every single day since 2004. Okay, that's 19 years full time. I've done everything. I've seen everything. I've worked with everything. I've been in, and myself, Mike, and Dan, okay, for at least 10 of those years, we've tried it all. We've done it all. We've learned a lot. Even the bad times, I wouldn't give up because it brought us where we are. And I'll tell you the one thing that it did, which is the most important of all, it made me realize that when we saw Onpassive for what it really is, this is truly what all three of us have been looking for 20 years online. Guarantee it. Because I want to tell you, when you do know what we learned, it's gut-wrenching. Because you know, and this is the part that was hardest for me and Mike and Dan, no matter what we did, no matter what business, forget whatever opportunity we jumped in, and trust me, we did them all. And the main reason we were going to where we thought, I need the money, right? I need to find another way to bring in income. I love working online and I love people. But the longer we went, the more we realized how it's a moving target. Soon as you think you got it wrapped up, you go boom, you find out something you didn't know. And the most gut-wrenching of all is how 98% of everybody, that's a high freaking number, everybody is going to fail. No fault of your own. You work hard, you have the same dreams and goals as anybody else, as same as those people walking across stage, and you think, well, maybe they're just better than, no, they're not. Bull crap. They found the art of digging out dirt faster than it falls into the hole. That's all they found. That's all they found. That's not a business. And people aren't dirt. I would much rather have 100 people that I know and I build a relationship than 1,000 people that are just numbers. Because with 100 that you build a relationship with, you can conquer the world. And that's exactly what Ash did, one person at a time, then 10 at a time, then 100 at a time, and it leveraged, and it went freaking bonkers. And now he had many people doing Zooms. He had many people sharing the word of Onpassive. Some of us didn't share it right. Some of us added. Some of us made something that wasn't true. That hurt the company. It hurt Ash. But in the long run, look what we gathered. Diamonds, rubies, pearls, people that have been doing the same thing I've been doing. They're looking for a way to change their life. It's not at a job. I mean, look, a lot of us have jobs we love. I love my job. But I would never get above just broke. Never. Never. I mean, you can only put in so much time. And I was salary, so the more time I put in, which I did, I made the same amount. Only time I made more money is when they shipped me overseas. Only opportunity. And even then, it was temporary. Never had control over that. And I was sick and tired of jumping from one thing to another, just getting to where this might be it. And then have that gut-wrenching feeling, something's not right. Something's wrong with what we're in. It didn't feel right. And for me, because I'm a God-fearing person, it was God telling me, this is not good. And what hurt the worst was, yes, myself, Mike, and Dan are going to get beat up, no doubt about it. But the people we brought in are going to get beat up too, and they trusted us. That hurt the worst. But in Onpassive, and I've said this before, March 1st, from March 1st, 2019, everything I thought about Onpassive got better monthly. Never in my life have I been in something that got better and better and bigger and better and bigger and better, and the opportunity got bigger and better. The change in lives got bigger and better and more outreaching. We have blanketed the earth. I have friends and family in almost every country in the world. That wouldn't have happened in any one of these other businesses, even if they made it. Why? Because 98% of the people, if not more, would die during the journey. Would absolutely die during the journey. Why? They didn't have 15 years of trying to learn how to build a list. And I'm not talking about the list of your friends and family. How many times can you go back to friends and family? They think we're crazy already. You're going to keep going back to them and saying, hey, I got something new every 5 months? I know you did it. I did it. Lister said, I'm always in the kitchen. I just caught that. But please, just thank God above. What we have, I'm telling you, listen, ask Mufareh, you can't look at him and say he had a bad day. You guys wouldn't even know it. He comes on and he gives us his best. And I don't care if he's been stabbed, kicked, knocked down, rolled down a mountain. When we see him, there's a smile, very professional, and he's the brother that you'd love to have. He's the uncle that you wish you had in your family. Am I right? You know I'm right. And when he speaks, you believe every word that comes out of his mouth. even at 30 seconds before he just left the meeting and he was beat down. That's who he is. And what made him the happiest? What was the biggest smile on Ash's face? Giving. I don't care what it is. I don't care anything he talks about. When he does something, the big stuff, all the stuff, he's got to be overwhelming to say, man, I cannot believe we created this. But the biggest smile on his face and the biggest reaction is giving. How many CEOs would sit down with you for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, and just chat with you? I'm going to answer that for you. None. Because they're at a different level. At least they think they are. But I want to tell you something for the first time in your life. Robert Tantillo, Kathy G.W. Costco, Dominic Sean Pinto, you are in a company where the light, the spotlight, that bright spotlight that you see on stage is shining on you. That's right. The Beeb, Bitmata, Muhammad, all of you, Yang Yang 44, no joke. And I can't wait. And this has nothing to do with pillaging and terrorizing the village. Onpassive was not built for that. It wasn't. If I thought it in the past that we're going to conquer and destroy, that is not Onpassive. And I'm saying this because I believe it with all my heart. I believe companies, not just people, companies will flourish because of Onpassive. And if you're watching this and you own an MLM or you know the owner of one, get signed up right away. Because the tools in this platform, all said and done, will be anything and everything you'll ever need to blow your company to the moon. That is my opinion. I would not say it if I didn't believe it. And by the way, if you save companies, you give them CPR and give them the tools they're missing, what is every MLM? Now, I'm talking about legit. People love the products, whatever it is. Legit, big company, not even MLM. What is the big thing they need? They need the tools. They need traffic. They need all of these individual tools that we talk about. I hear people talking about OTracker. Big companies, medium-sized companies, even small companies use tracking to find out how well is their website doing. Why? I'm telling you why. You never, hardly ever go into a doctor's office and the first thing he does or the nurse does before he walks in is check your temperature. And OTracker is the temperature of the world for your website. Where has it been? How hot is it? Is it the right temperature and can it get hotter? In that case, you want it hotter because that means it's in a good spot. It's getting a lot of traffic and people are responding. But if you just put a website out there and you just let it fly, you're playing darts in the dark. Have you ever played darts? It's not easy unless you're a real good dart player. Turn off the light and play. That's what happens if you don't have OTracker or a tracking device. That's one thing. The problem is the tools in the world, the resources that companies need are an outrageous price. Outrageous. If I owned an MLM legit, people loved it, I would park my big ass right in Onpassive. I would tell people, get in. I'd stop the kit crap, save your money, get in, and I want you to purchase the following items in Onpassive for your tool, for your tools to build this part of the business. And by the way, the tools will set you free. Because not only am I asking you to buy these purchase these tools, you're going to click and be a reseller in there too. Because everybody you invite to my MLM, they need the same tools you do. And boom, what happens? Change your pants. That's what happens. It's pants changing time. What happens to that company? It grows boom, boom, boom daily. That's what happens. You can't beat that. And that's where we're at. 466 people. Wow, what a great turnout. Oh yeah, okay. So wrap your head around what I'm saying, please. Keep your eyes open. Remember, he has to finalize. Do the numbers make sense? Forget what it is. Forget what the details. It doesn't matter. You know the basic part of this. This is all that matters. Ash's intent is to give us as much as he can. Boom. Second, bam, boom. Don't analyze anything else. It's over. You can't give more than the most you can give. Who cares what the details are? Why wrap your head around it? Most of us wouldn't understand it anyway. I hear people asking me questions about the business, and I'm thinking, you had problems migrating, and you want to eat dinner with Einstein. It just doesn't make sense. I'm not putting you down, but think about what we're doing. Listen, you're in, you got migrated, you got thousands of people that will help you. All that's asked is be plugged in, and you're in, you win. If you want to share, you can win a little quicker. You want to buy traffic when it's available, you'll be there even quicker. Flat out. It's just facts. Those are facts. Well, what about this and what about that? I don't know what company you in. Because if it's about Onpassive and you got those questions, you're not plugged in. I already know you're not. Because anybody that will put a question mark in front of anything to do with Onpassive means you don't know Mr. Mufareh. You don't know the team he wrapped himself around with. You don't know where we've been so far. I can't help you until you get caught up. Now, once you know what we know, a lot of those questions will disappear. They'll disappear. But stop looking at them and him and you. It's about you. It's about you. And I'm here to see, I can't wait. I'm telling you, we're going to have webinars and get-togethers, and I want to hear in my living room from all you ladies and men and everybody that I've met. Francis Tay, thank you for the super sticker. Great leader, great guy. You don't have to do that every day, Francis. Thank you, though. I want to hear Connie Mode say, you know, I never said this, but I really needed to get this done or take care of this, and because of Onpassive, it happened. I'm done. I hear stories like that every hour I ever spent, every live I ever did. If I can hear stuff like Jerry Nick saying, you know, it has made it possible that I can do this and this and this. Onpassive made it possible for me to, I'm done. Turn me to freak over. I'm well done. I'm not kidding. To me, that's the thing. I was able to walk in to a grocery store one Sunday afternoon, and I sat at the end of the cashiers, and I went to all of them, make an announcement. Everybody in the store, I'm going to pay for your groceries. That blew me away. Now, is that temporary? Yeah, but it feels good. And then I'm going to find people that are the givers, the soldiers in the world, the women and the men that are doing things now to help people, and they have nothing. Because those are the ones I want their name to be, boom. Sally Smith gave out blankets every night, whatever she could find, in a beat-up car, and did whatever she could. Burgess Jorgensen, thank you for the super sticker. I want the light to shine on her. What right do I have to put my name on that just because I have the resources? None. That's me. Because the only thing I need to know that I gave is God above and me. Because whatever you do in secret, God sees it openly, right? We all know that. Whatever we see, I don't need, oh, look what Marty did. Look at Marty. No, no, no. I don't need that. I'm going to tell you, I mean, I'm so blown up of everything going on and what I'm seeing. And yes, I do talk to Ash a lot. We chat on the phone. We text back and forth. Usually he'll initiate it because he's busy. I ask him stuff sometimes when I'm not sure. But he's the real deal. He's the real deal. In fact, he's the real something. I really can't compare him to anybody I know. I've never met anybody like him. 465 people today. Ooh, doggy. And I don't even have Chris here. Hey, I got a question for everybody. And I need you to answer this now. I know we're not on no Connect, so do the best you can. What do you think about a couple times a week, Monday through Friday, maybe Monday and Friday, that me and Chris combine at noon and he comes on like he did yesterday with me? Thumbs up if you think it's a good idea, or thumbs down if you think Chris should stay separate. And I'm serious, whatever opinion you have, I really want to know. I really, 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 really want to know. All thumbs up so far. I got another question after you're done. They love it. Okay. I don't know if Chris is here. He probably is. He comes every day. That's great, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That would be a great time, Marty. Okay. And we're both together and we feed off each other because nobody's got a bigger heart than Chris. Now, how about this? How about once a week or whatever, I invite Mike Ellis or Dan Street or both onto my live? Give me a thumbs up on that if you think it would be great. For one thing, I feed off very good, both of them. I've been working with them for 10 years. And I know people love them both. Still getting thumbs up. Beautiful. Wow. Oh, I got another one. Just reminded me because I just saw him. How about maybe a couple times I get Mr. Daryl Cook. Daryl Cook saved me a couple times, okay? Going to a webinar about OCademey. Don't go without Daryl Cook. Sorry, Daryl. But I'm not kidding. I wouldn't go without Daryl Cook. But anybody I want to bring on the live with me just to talk together about Onpassive. Because remember, I want to inspire. Look, listen, Red just called. He's on now. He thinks it's a great idea. So Red's going to be involved too, which is even better. So we got maybe me and Red or me and Chris or Chris and Red, whatever. Combine some of this. Bring on different people because things are changing, right? So the more we get involved, and by the way, when you have a couple people on with you, you can feed off each other. It really makes it nice. I mean, it makes, because one person's thinking about something the other person didn't. Dan Street, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, great, Red. So we're going to start working on that next week. Okay, buddy? Okay, thanks, Red. Bye-bye. Okay, sorry, because of the headset, you can't hear Red. He apologizes because in his Oliver Twist travels, the guy's doing something that's like a fantasy. Being able to go down all these canals that are hundreds of years old. He's in a spot where he has no internet connection. That's the only reason he couldn't chat. As soon as he's able, everything will be fine. He doesn't normally do lives on Sunday, so he'll probably be back Monday. Dan Street, thank you for the super sticker, buddy. Thank you, thank you. But anyway, once again, I'm going to reiterate to anybody watching this that is not in Onpassive. I'm not like the kind of person that tells somebody what to do, but I'm going to tell you what to do. Get in and make your own decision. Don't listen to me. Get in, look at what they have, look where we're going, look what we're doing, look at the journey we've taken so far and never collected a dime. We've led, the company led by giving. And if you've ever looked and said, I'd like to have a different life, I would like to have more choices, Onpassive is your answer. Do what you want to do. Yep, scan that code and get in and find out for yourself. I'm not kidding. I'm so sick and tired of not. The reason I'm pushing it so hard is because there's nothing better. There's nothing better out there. And if somebody wants to tell me, oh, Marty, you don't, I do know. I've done it all. I've done everything you could imagine. Everything. Nothing like it. Daryl Cook, thank you for the super sticker, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at the people that I surrounded myself with. And you do attract people that you're like. Daryl Cook, Aces, Janet Butler, Dan Street, Mike Ellis, all the people that they surround themselves with, everybody here. That's not an accident. I don't believe in this. I don't give a rat's behind what you believe in. Facts are facts. No, two rocks didn't collide. It was an accident. All this was done because God said it's going to be done. You don't have to like it. Don't listen to me. Don't. I just don't believe in something like this, a miracle like Onpassive or a miracle life that I've had where I go from 44, lost everything, to be able to have a Y again at 63. Sorry, that's not an accident. I would have never met any of these people if it weren't for online. And most of you, if it wasn't for Onpassive. But I can't wait. We'll get together. We're going to feed off each other some great news instead of bad news. Maybe one day we'll even have Onpassive TV where we can watch inspiring, great things about things that people should be watching. Okay? So let me give a couple shout outs. First, let me go back to the super stickers because I might have missed a couple. Gerald Greger, thank you for the super stickers, sir. Curtis Strickland, thank you. Francis Tay, always there. Great job, too, by the way. James Williams, Dan Street, my partner in crime. Daryl Cook, my other partner. Like I said, you talking to anybody about OCademey, unless it's Ashley Farah, take Daryl Cook. Sorry, Daryl. You know me, I love spreading the good news. That's if he's available because he never stops. He does belly to belly. He believes the same thing. You build relationships, and relationships will last a lifetime. Numbers are numbers. I don't want to do numbers. Anyway, let me do some shout outs and I'm going to go so you guys can enjoy your day. Don't forget Rob Lynn live at 8 o'clock. Had a great show last night. It was a lot of fun. Q&A makes you think. I love it because then we can think of what to say. But like I said, we're going to do a little bit of combination starting next week. I'm so glad Red heard it because I wanted to talk to him about it. And he agrees 100%. So there'll be some days it's both of us. And then every Wednesday we'll keep doing 360. But Monday, maybe, Monday's fun day with Red and Jane. And then maybe Tuesday we could do me and Chris. And then Wednesday, 360. And Thursday, maybe me and Mike Ellis or me and Dan. And then just, I've got all week. I'd love to bring on different people. All this because Mr. Mufareh cares about his fellow man and fellow woman. He is his brother keeper, and I believe the same thing, and most of us do.